This hand's pretty easy mulligan, though. And this one is not particularly good either. I think that we will go down to 5. This seems much better. I don't think we want this, though. Basically, what we want is to draw fetch land through the breach. I mean, we mulled a 5, and obviously that's not what you want to do, but this hand could still turn 3 somebody. That's sort of the beauty of this deck. You just play Lotus Cobra, fetch land if we draw through the breach, and it can be very good. So, we didn't do that, but this deck, it plays more like a combo deck than anything else. So as long as you have the right combination of cards, it doesn't matter if you mulled to 4 or had 7. So we'll see where we go from here, though. Looks like our opponent's probably on Obzon Company, if I were to take a guess. Or just Obzon period, I guess. Interesting, alright. Yep, right on time. I think that we want the Lotus Cobra. It's the higher upside play here, because if we draw a land, we can either just we can play our Knight of the Reliquary and a bird, depending on what it is. This deck plays a lot of tap lands, but even if we hit one of those, we can play Knight of the Reliquary. We'll see where we go here. Our opponent, though, especially if he's just playing normal Obzon and not a combo build, it's definitely not going to kill us super fast. I mean, the Smiter's going to beat us down here. I mean, a Liliana is going to be pretty unbeatable, but that's what they can do to us, so we'll see. Oh, Siege Rhino. Well, now we're getting beat down quite fast. Well, let's see here. I'm trying to figure out if we want to play the Nest Invader out here or if we want to play the birds. I think it's the Nest Invader, and then we use the Nest Invader itself to chump block this. No, because that lowers the number of land. Well, no, because this will give us the red regardless. Yeah, I'm going to try this. It's more mana efficient than the birds. I don't know that we're going to get 2 more turns out of this, but we'll see. Opponent actually is very aggressive. I mean, it was turn 2 Smiter, turn 3 Rhino. It's as aggressive as that deck can get. Depending on how much more he has here, though, I'd hate to through the breach our Emrakul next turn and then still just die to a Siege Rhino because he sacked his other 6 permanents. But I guess we'll see. Definitely have opportunities to win this game. Then again, maybe we don't. Jeez. Alright, well. Let's see what we can do. Alright, we did not draw lands. That's not the ideal start, but sometimes you don't draw lands. Alright, so what do we want against the Obzon Beat You Down deck? Probably a couple pass. Sideboarding, I usually board out the summoning traps against the decks that don't have counter spells. They're very slow. We have a lot of other big plays. I'd rather have the ability to interact a little bit here. Let's see how things go in game 2. So the benefit to playing this deck at F&M, besides the fact I think that it's actually good, it's a good deck. I've played a lot of Magic Online. I've had well above a 50% win rate with it. I think it's a completely reasonable option for an F&M level. We have to keep this hand. Sort of awkward drawing your Drywood Arbor. You never want that, but we do have a turn 2 Knight of the Reliquary here. With a piece of removal even, so. Don't want to draw more lands, would like to draw a Nest Invader or a Primeval Titans, hands that make a little bit of mana here. Well, that's unfortunate. Alrighty. See you later, Knight of the Reliquary. Oh, wow. He's just got the Abrupt Decay. Sure. Yep. Let's see where we go from here. He's going to Abrupt Decay our guy. This seems like it's probably not a great matchup for us. Hand effects plus removal. Hits all parts of our deck here. That said, yeah, enjoying the Shard Whatever's real awkward now, because a lot of times people think you only have 2 creatures for your Wimper's Kites, and then in turn you fetch out Dryad Arbor and have 3. You can get a lot of people that way. Okay, well, I guess Path is better for us than Abrupt Decay. Well, that's not a bad draw, I guess. I mean, makes future draws better. Alright, let's see what we hit on our first Wimper's Kites here. The old nothing, huh? Okay. Make sure we'll get in there, though. It's about sending a message. Message sent. Fall to 14, buddy. Alright, so we're not in a great spot here. That said, a Primeval Titan off the top right now looks pretty good. So, despite, Thoughtseize into Path, our hand is, just any good draw away from being in a good spot. And he's really not putting a lot of pressure on us. We just need our deck to work with us a little bit. That's not the worst. It's truly not the worst. This now makes any big creature off the top a very, very live draw. I think that I'm going to run out the Dryad Arbor rather than the Moss Warp Bridge. I guess if next turn we were to draw a Emrakul, I guess, or the Cloud Goat Ranger, we'd hit 10 for this. But playing this allows us to potentially just get our Nest Invader out of here. And while Nest Invader's not the coolest thing, this swamp is a bug. I don't know why Magic Online does this. It's not the best thing, but if he does step out and we get it, it's an extra blocker, it's a body, so I think this is better. Alright. We now have 9 very good draws on our deck. So 9 out of 47 are just very good. That's either Primeval Titan or Emrakul that we can play at instant speed. So we also have 3 more Night of the Reliquaries. We've got the Cloud Goat Ranger, which was the 9th. So 12 very good draws. What is this? Rhino number 2, huh? Okay, it's not what we wanted. It's hard to beat your opponent just having turn 3 Siege Rhinos every game. I guess maybe it might have been worth it just to swing in with the 3. And then get it. Because we trade 1 body for 2 bodies, but these have trample, so don't know if it necessarily matters that much anyways. I mean, we just have to take it here. Not really sure we actually have outs. I guess an Emrakul would not be the worst. Also, obviously, how do we hit the Emrakul here? We could have just swung without fear. No, but that'll kill us. A little late, Night of the Reliquary. Alright, not an ideal way to go here, but that's, the risk you run.